morning, students. Hope you all are enjoying the studies and you are healthy and safe. So, we are starting our computer class, that is chapter 2. In our last chapter, we have read about the chapter is about MS Windows 7. In our last class, we have read about graphical user interface, that is GUI. GUI is the example of GUI is Windows 7. Okay. So why do we need a graphical user interface? It uses pictures to represent the input and output of a program. Next we have read about the switching on the computer, how to switch on the computer. In that part we have read that at first we have to switch on from the electricity board, current switch on the power supply, then we have to switch on the UPS, then the power button of the on the CPU box, and then the monitor. Next we have read about the operating system. So Microsoft Windows is an operating system. Next we have read the desktop. What is desktop? Desktop is the screen. When we open a computer, we will see a picture on it. So that screen is called desktop, and the small pictures will be there. The small pictures are called icons. You have remembered when we have done in our last class, that means in class 2, when we went to the computer room and we opened the computer, we have seen that at first a light ons, then a screen comes and small buttons, some pictures comes on the screen, and that is called icon. Okay. Next, we have read about the icons, and the next is the computer program. A computer program is a collection of instructions. That means following we will give some instructions, then we will call it a computer program. Then we have read a file where we can store the works where what we have done, and a collection of file is called, we will give a name to the file, and many files will be together in a folder. Next is selecting and deselecting icons. Today we will start selecting and deselecting icons. So there are many icons on the screen, but at a time we can't work on each and every icons, isn't it? So we have to work on single one. So it is a simple how to select one icon. We will go on the icon and we will just click over there. It will open. Okay. Then it will be selected. So selecting an adjacent icons. How we will adjust the icons? To select adjacent icons, press the shift key and then click the icons that you wish to select. That means we have to press the shift key and then we have to click on the icon which one we want to open. Next is a bunch of icons at once. Click an empty if you want to select a bunch of icons. That means if you want to select more than one, a bunch of means more than one icons, then we have to click on a empty space, and then we have to we have to drag the mouse and we will select it. We will select all the icons we want to select. Okay. Then we will release the a rectangle box will appear, rectangle will appear, and we will release. Release means we will leave the mouse button, and the selected icons would behave as a group. They will become a group. These things when I will take your practical classes, I will show you. Now it is not possible to show. When I will take your practical classes, I will show you. To select non-adjacent icons, so if we want to select non-adjacent icons, then we have to press Control key, CTRL key on the keyboard. CTRL key, we will please press it and then we will click the icons with the mouse. Okay. To deselect an icon or icons, just click an empty space on the desktop. If we will click on the empty space, it will leave that. Okay, understood? I think you understood, I don't know. Next is arranging icons on the desktop. How we will arrange the icons on the desktop. You can arrange the icons on your desktop in any order or position that you wish. In as your wish, you can arrange the icons. To arrange the icons automatically on the desktop, what we have to do, the steps we have to follow. The steps are: right click an empty area of the desktop. We have to right click on the empty area, that means where icons are not present, at that part we have to click. Then in the menu that opens, we'll click view. A menu will come, we will click on the view. Click the auto arrange icons, then we will click on the auto arrange icons. Okay, Windows will arrange the icons on your desktop in the upper left corner and lock them in place. So the what window will do, it will select all the icons and it will be on the upper left corner of the desktop. Okay, so next, if we want to unlock any icon, for this click on auto arrange icon. We have to click on auto arrange icon such that the check mark next is to it disappears. Then what will happen, the check mark will disappear, and now we can drag the icon at any place, at a new place on the desktop. Next is wallpaper and screensaver. What is wallpaper? Wallpaper is the background image that you see on the desktop. Okay, that is called wallpaper. The image that you see when your computer is idle for a specific time is called a screensaver. So when we will not use the computer will be on, but we will not use for many time, then it is called screensaver. Okay, changing wallpaper. So how we will change the wallpaper? We are seeing an wallpaper for several times, several days. So now we are not liking that, we want to change it. How we will change it? We will right click on the desktop, the menu opens, right in this menu select the personalize option, then we have to personalize option, we have to select that. Then what will come? Personalization gallery appears. Okay, then click the desktop background, then we will click on the desktop background, the desktop background gallery will come. Okay, from there we will search a new one, which one we will like, we will select that. Clear? Next, we can also select from the picture location list. You can also select from the picture location list. Next, click the save changes. Then we have to click on the save change. It will return to the personalization gallery. If we will save changes, if we will press or click, then we will move from the personalization gallery. Then we will close the button click on the close button of the personalization gallery. The picture we have selected, that will be set as a background. Okay, we will learn about changing the screensaver in chapter 6, not in this chapter. Okay, next is taskbar. Another important feature seen on the desktop of the computer is the taskbar. The taskbar is a long horizontal bar at the bottom of the screen. It contains buttons with icons. So at the at the bottom we will find a ribbon like thing, that is called taskbar. There it shows that which work we are doing, what work we are doing, that shows over there, and it contains the start button also. Next is, the taskbar has three main parts. It has three main sections, that is system tray, quick launch bar and the start button. So what is the work of systems tray? This is the notification area on the right of the taskbar. It is a notification area. It includes the clock, date, time and icon. Okay. These show the status of certain program and computer settings. Next is the quick launch bar. Quick launch bar that shows you the program and files you have opened on the computer. How many programs or files are opened on the computer we can see on the quick launch bar, and the start button is present on the taskbar. So up to this we will read from page number 20 to 23 we have read today. Again we will start our next class with page number 23, that is start button. Till that I am giving some fill in the blanks. This fill in the blanks will come as fill in the blanks, true, false, choose the correct options. So no need to do extra because I have given enough. So read all those and you will get the answers in the exam. Okay. And the question answers I will give at the last of the chapter. The third part I will give and the answers I will give on the next day. Till then, read these things, that the part 1 fill in the blanks and part 2 fill in the blanks. All these things, the fill in the blanks I am giving as a fill in the blanks, but these will come as a true, false or choose the correct option, match. Okay. So, till the next class, goodbye. Have a nice time.